Ladies and gentlemen, things have gone wrong between the allies, the Western allies. Nothing is going well between them. First, it started between Poland and Ukraine. Now, this time, it's between Poland and the United States of America. Polish Prime Minister Tusk spit his four truths to Donald Trump. He told her raw truths until even he went so far as to call Donald Trump a Russian agent. He says he's a Russian agent. He raised his voice, and during a show, they tried to remind him of his controversial remarks. He assumed he didn't regret saying it. And then he followed it up with other words in a tone that no one could ever imagine that a European country could use such a tone vis-a-vis an American president. This is a bad time, I tell you. We are witnessing the upheavals of global geopolitics. This case is getting very, very serious. Donald Tusk, he spoke loudly. What did he say? He calls Donald Trump a Russian agent and gives his reasons. He says he doesn't regret it. This time Poland spoke with a very serious air. Faced with the United States of America, we have not yet seen Donald Trump's reaction. But we know it's okay. It's going to shock him. Ladies and gentlemen, in the context of this video conference, it is of course this news that we are going to talk about. But before continuing to share this video conference as much as possible, you have to do a lot of interactions, especially by putting likes and always leaving a word in the comment. It gives visibility to our video conference and it motivates me. Keep giving you the right information, and for anyone who hasn't subscribed yet, please click the subscribe button to subscribe. Let's go in the depths. So, when the Polish Prime Minister said he did not regret calling Donald Trump a Russian agent, it's too much to say, that Donald Trump is a Russian agent? This expression reflects a deep distrust of the former American president or the former new American president. It is a distrust of this position in relation to Russia. Donald Tusk, I think, is Donald Tusk. In any case, Tusk, the Polish Prime Minister, does not look at the angle from the other angle that Donald Trump sees. That is to say, make sure to continue to have Russia nearby, to continue to have India nearby, which allows America to continue to exercise its dominance over these countries. God does not see from this angle. On the contrary, he sees from another angle where America continues to want to dictate orders. That is, America dictates its orders and Europe executes. That's what he doesn't want. So he goes into the depths, he unravels the reasons for his speech. It should be said that the statement in question was reported by the Polish channel TVP Info, which confirms the firmness of Tusk. Despite the criticism, they criticized him, whether on the side of the United States of America or even in Poland. He says he stands firm. Trump is a Russian agent. He clears the reasons. Tusk insists that Poland would never bow to the United States of America. Yes, it is a new discourse. However, we know the European countries who are shrinking, who are genuflecting before the United States of America. Poland says it will not bow to the United States of America. Yes, because it is a sovereign state. America is also a sovereign state. But when we talk about sovereignty at the global level, we know that sovereignty has its limits. Donald Tusk crosses its limits of the unparalleled red line of sovereignty to impose the sovereignty of Poland. He pointed out that Warsaw is already spending huge sums on the purchase of weapons. He says it clearly. We do not kneel before America. We spend a lot of money to buy armaments with America. So Poland enriches America. Why then are we going to kneel before America? Impossible. It's our money. That's one. And what we should not forget is that Poland is one of the staunch allies of the United States of America, right? Poland is a staunch ally of the United States of America. Having the courage to speak about this time means a lot. It testifies to Poland's weariness of continuing to submit to the injunctions of the United States of America. That's what it means then. She went on. She says, Poland also finances AU. Beyond the fact that Poland buys a lot of armaments with colossal sums from America, she says that Poland also funds the American military presence on its soil. So the American military presence on Polish soil is not the responsibility of America. Poland is paying for it. So how will America feel superior? So he says that the prod funds the American military presence on his soil, and for him it feeds a sense of political injustice. Yes, it is injustice. If you want to come help us, but don't tell us to pay. But if you pay, that's something else. He doesn't limit himself to that. He says it's a military dependency. This military dependence must be accompanied by mutual respect and not diplomatic humiliation. For him, it is military interdependence. You send your soldiers, we finance their presence. It must be accompanied by mutual respect and not diplomatic humiliation. Every time we humiliate ourselves, present ourselves as lazy people who can't do anything by themselves. Yeah, Tusk took the heart, huh? Nevertheless, we know the truth. And so this is what Donald Tusk had to declare then. However, we must remember, as we said earlier, it is a strategic partner. Poland is a strategic partner, but one that is very critical of the United States of America. The question is, what will the partnership continue? Donald Trump also has a big heart. So Poland, for the record, is one of the faithful pillars, is one of the most faithful allies of the United States. Despite this loyalty, Warsaw now demands more political autonomy from Washington, and therefore Tusk's comments reflect a desire to recall that Polish support is not unconditional. Polish support is not unconditional. This is a strong signal for NATO. Tusk's tone also reflects weariness. It shows that people are tired of American domination within NATO. They are tired. We are talking about an alliance between states, not a domination. But America continues to behave as a country that dominates everything NATO, and that is what we see. Here's what really hurts the Polish Prime Minister to the point of calling Donald Trump a Russian agent. Yes, and so we haven't seen Donald Trump's reaction yet. But it's already heating up, ladies and gentlemen. It's heating up over the last 24 hours. Declarations are coming out everywhere. It's really heating up. Thank you all for sharing this video conference as much as possible. I'll be right back with news, and that was the voice of your humble servant, the Samouraï.